Imagine being at the very peak of your career, ruling a nation, only to suddenly catch an illness that completely takes you down. That is exactly what happened to King Hezekiah. He wasn't just sick, he was on his deathbed. To make matters worse, the most respected prophet in the land, Isaiah, walks into the room with a message straight from God. But it's not a get-well-soon card, it's a reality check. Isaiah tells him plainly, "Set your house in order, because you are not going to recover." Talk about a devastating blow. But instead of giving up or throwing a tantrum, Hezekiah does something incredibly relatable. He turns his face to the wall, breaks down in tears, and prays. He reminds God of his heart and begs for a second chance. Before Isaiah can even finish walking out of the palace courtyard, God stops him and says, "Turn around." Go back. Isaiah walks right back into the royal bedroom with an entirely different message. He tells Hezekiah that God heard his prayers, saw his tears, and is adding 15 years to his life. Now, put yourself in Hezekiah's shoes. 1 minute you're told you're dying, and the next minute you're told you have another decade and a half. It sounds too good to be true. Hezekiah gets a bit skeptical. He wants to believe it, but he needs proof. So he asks Isaiah, "What is the sign that the Lord will actually heal me?" Isaiah leads him to look out at the palace stairway, which served as a massive outdoor sundial. As the sun moves naturally across the sky, the shadow naturally moves down the steps. Isaiah gives the king a choice to prove God's power. He says, "Do you want the shadow on the stairway to advance 10 steps? ... or do you want it to go back 10 steps? Hezekiah thinks about it logically. Shadows naturally move forward as time passes. For a shadow to jump forward 10 steps could just be a sudden trick of the light or a fast-moving cloud. So Hezekiah chooses the impossible. He says it's easy for a shadow to go forward. Make it go backward 10 steps. Isaiah calls out to God, and right before their eyes, the shadow does the unthinkable. It slides backward up 10 steps, completely rewinding the afternoon sun. God literally shifted the markers of time just to give one man peace of mind. Hezekiah was healed, and he got his 15 years. But this story isn't just a cool ancient historical anomaly. The real lesson here is about the power of a sincere conversation with God. When life feels like it's completely running out of time, or when a situation feels entirely set in stone, this story reminds us that the rules of the world aren't absolute. If a simple, heartfelt prayer can move the shadow on a staircase backward, it can certainly bring hope and a fresh start to your toughest days.